Markeith Loyd is a prime example of what a coward looks like. Hey guys, what's going on? For those of you that might not be familiar with the case, Markeith Loyd was accused of killing his ex-girlfriend, who was pregnant at the time, and then just over a month later, shoots and kills an Orlando cop. Of course, the police were already looking for him to begin with, but then once he killed the cop, the chase was on. Here's a picture of what he looked like after he got captured. The coolest part about the whole arrest, though, was that they used Lieutenant Clayton's handcuffs when they took him into custody. I guess she was a sergeant before, and then they gave her like an honorary promotion to lieutenant once she got killed, which was really cool. But that still doesn't bring Lieutenant back. And I really think that was like the perfect final, like, fuck you to him. But here's the kicker. They just released video footage from the helicopter that captured his arrest on thermal imaging, and it shows a couple of the officers moving in. There's like a whole swarm of officers, and if I can get a hold of the video, I'll show you. There's like a whole swarm of officers that come up, and you see, like, what I saw anyway. I saw one guy kick him, next guy in line kicked him, and then like all of a sudden the camera just moves into the trees for no reason whatsoever. There must have been one hell of a big squirrel up there in the trees. And when I started reading the Facebook comments released from the news media, you know, Facebook is relentless. People will give their true opinions on Facebook. But it became very clear to me that there are three types of people that view this whole case. There's people who hold Markeith Loyd accountable for his actions. There's people focusing on whether or not he got kicked by the police. And there's actually people defending this guy. I kept seeing comment after comment of people saying, y'all don't even know him. You white people just want to put him in jail. Are you serious? The guy killed a pregnant girl and a cop. Yes, I do want him in jail. But y'all are more worried about whether he got kicked by an officer or not. Poor baby. Heaven forbid he gets hurt or emotionally distressed or anything. You know, we don't want to inconvenience the poor guy. I don't condone police brutality. Please don't misconstrue that. That's not what I'm saying. On the same hand, I'm not losing sleep whether or not a killer got roughed up by the police or not. The mentality of some of the people on Facebook, though, like, let's forget about all the horrendous shit this guy did. What can we blame the police for? And I'm sure there's going to be people watching this that say the police need to remain professional and they need to remain non-biased and neutral. And I totally agree with that. However, when we're human and we show emotion, you tell us not to show any emotion and we need to be non-reactive. When we don't show emotion, we're heartless robots that have no conscience. You can't win with the public sometimes, so we don't even bother concerning ourselves with the opinions anymore. We are humans and we have emotions just like everybody else. Luckily, I have never had to experience losing one of my partners to a murderer. I've been to several officer funerals, but luckily most of them were either natural causes or something like that. I can't imagine the feeling of losing someone to a piece of shit like Markeith Loyd. But hey, Markeith said it himself, he wanted to be America's Most Wanted. Well, buddy, you got it. And I still can't fathom the fact that his family is defending him tooth and nail. I'm sorry, but if you're my best friend or a family member or whatever, if you kill somebody and the police are looking for you, the last thing I'm going to do is get involved. I'm not hiding your ass. You're not staying at my place. And if you come to my door, 911, yeah, he's right here. I don't know where this whole, like, no snitch culture has come from, but it's ridiculous and it's stupid. Nobody's held accountable for their actions anymore. Anytime someone's accused of doing something, I get innocent until proven guilty. I get that. But if I know that one of my family members did some shit like that, there is no way I'm going to have any affiliation with them whatsoever. But you know what? At the end of the day, there is one thing that separates my family from his. My family has pride. We have honor. We have worked for what we have. We weren't given anything, and we are productive members of society. We hold ourselves and each other accountable for our actions. We don't blame society or a culture of people for our failures. We blame ourselves for what we don't accomplish. But with all that being said, I do have one thing I need to thank Markeith Loyd for. People like him give people like me job security. People that rob, rape, murder, they are the reason why I strap on a gun and a vest every night and I go to work. The shopliftings, the fights, that's all good and dandy. But whenever I get to help assist, capture somebody like this, it makes all the other bullshit completely worth it. And at the end of the day, I can keep my chin up and I can go to bed with a smile, knowing that I did the right thing that day.